Okay, so importance of Roblox tables slash dictionaries. So, what is a table, a dictionary, and another thing, a model? So, first things first, a table is simply a container for nameless values that you get via index inside the table. For example, so the index is equal to the positions of the table. So for example, this is index 1, the next is 2, 3, and 4, and so on. So if you want to say print a 2, this should print 3. There we go. As you can see, it prints 3. Why? Because when you say a, print a second index, it finds the second index and prints this. And this way you can have stuff and okay, so how you use tables is this: you navigate by index, you store things. You can also do some functions like table dot, which has a lot of stuff like freezing a table. You can also create probably a table here, but it's the same thing as doing this. You can show, you can clear, you can remove, which is probably the most useful thing. Find certain things. You can do a lot of things. I obviously don't know all of them. I just know find, remove, and freeze, basically. But they're very useful as to helping you use tables. But the main functions is creating one, finding the things you want inside of them, putting stuff inside, and removing stuff inside. So this is how you do it. And you can also have there's also another function which is not function but thing. There's also this which when you print it's gonna print 4. And if you're asking what does this do, it simply does. This means number of things inside the table. We do this. It counts how many stuff you have inside here, which is 4, so it printed 4. Okay. So now let's go over a dictionary. What is a dictionary? So a dictionary is a container that has named values. For example, um, we have a you can also name them in different ways. The simplest way of naming is the starting value of the starting name of the dictionary. Dot thing equals whatever. Okay, what is this erroring? What did I do? Okay, sorry. You don't have to put a dot thing. It's self-explanatory that it's inside the A, so you don't have to do that. So that was my fault. But you can be naming stuff like this, and this way you have named values. Also, remember you can put commas, and this way you can have, for example, a okay. This two ways of naming. One is this. Another is this. But and also this way. If you go here and print, okay, so there's a thing equals ball, and let's say guy equals uh, this again. You can, and if you print something like um, okay, so you have to do it for IVs, right? So oh, I did not explain this. You can also do this with tables. So you put a table and you can loop through items using the index and value. The same thing with this, the only difference being that now the I is unequal to the position, is equal to the name of each thing. So if you do print I dot v, this should print. Okay, I need to put a space. Hold on. You print this. Oh, I'm fucking stupid now. Okay, so guy is Antonio, thing is Paul. Okay, so he prints this and that and that. And that. Also, I'm gonna show you how, like the table version. Right. So shit. So what this will do, it will do so. Here it says the name of the value, but here you say index 1 equals that, index 2 equals 2, index 3 equals 4, and so on. That's the difference. Also, another benefit of having a dictionary other than being able to do a dot thing, so you can find your values this way. Also, having the name of things is that you can do some stuff like that. Oh, stuff like that. And now if we go ahead and run this, okay, it's complicated, it's complaining. There we go. Okay, so you can create a table, apparently. You can, but for example, if it's inside of a dictionary, it's complicated. Okay, what is the complaint? Because I know you can do this. So like, yeah, there we go. So why are you complaining? Always because I'm trying. I see the issue. Anyways, I'm not really gonna dive into too deep how this, but so abilities, ball, running checks. Also, this is a table, as you can see by the indexes. You can make this not a table by making a dictionary. So, for example, ball. It doesn't have to have precise naming. So if I print this down, as you can see, it's gonna be like that. So yeah, these are dictionaries and tables, and that's how you do them. You don't have any built-in stuff for dictionaries. Also, if you do for a dictionary, if you do print B, it's gonna error, and by error I mean not error. Oh, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. So this is gonna probably print nothing else, just 0, because it's not a table, so you can't count stuff. You can't count dictionary. You can only count for tables. So as you can see, print 0. So now I'm going to show you for model scripts the difference and how everything is. So when you do, for example, model dot as equals, as you can see, this is the same thing we're doing here. By the way, also instead of dictionaries, you can assign values like that. Okay, and you can change the values pretty easily. You don't have to be doing this every single time. So as you can see, it's basically a dictionary, okay? Models are dictionaries, but with the sole exception that they can be required and handled by multiple scripts. So for example, um, So, okay. Model as equals 5. Then we have another. Then we're gonna have another script inside this. We're gonna have a while does wait to okay. All right. Print model as inside this. We're gonna have while does wait one do model as equals map to random. Okay, so we're going to run this ust 3 1 3 2. So the thing I'm trying to show is that you have one thing here, and script here is printing. You know, it's not changing the as, but it's just keep giving the print. But you have another script that just changes the value every 2 seconds, and as you can see, it changes. Like when you try printing here, it changes this because this is a global dictionary basically, which you can require and change globally by multiple scripts. So this is global data, and within this way, you can make services, classes, controllers, singleton modules. So speaking of singletons, um, if you can see here, game is a data model singleton. Basically, this is what game is, but obviously not of the scale is large and massive and better and more efficient. But this is what I wanted to show. If you understood anything, you understood something. If you didn't, you didn't. Thank you for watching.